Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz to the channel. We're gonna take a look at another little bit of a tactical thingy-dingy video because I got a comment. I think it was on the "You can't win the game in the first 30 seconds" video by David Bronze, who said to me, "Well, Martin, can you do a video on the subject of pushing?" And he didn't really want me to push any tanks into the open, into the line of fire of red team. But what are the moments that you should try to push and together with your teammates try to get 4 or 5 guns onto the reds and then kill them? How do you do that? Well, there isn't a really one-off recipe. There isn't a be-all and end-all recipe that you that says you, well, you need to push now. What you do need to have first is map awareness. You can see that our team is getting flanked pretty freaking effectively. And I'm going to shoot this during 7/1, and then we're going to pause the video for a little bit. Take a look at the minimap on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemy tanks are spotted, as you can see, and well, my team is holding that line. But what I want to do here is keep this guy busy, the Centurion. The E100 is already turning attention towards me, and the FV4005 is looking the same way as well. He's looking towards me as well. We've got all the tanks over here. As you want to do, 54, E100, the FV4202, the IS-7. This is indeed an IS-7. And we've got the Sharon over here. And there are 3 enemy tanks bogged down over there. An E100, VK7201K, and the FV4202 on reds. And what I wanted to do here is just chill, just sit here. I put 2 shots into the Centurion 7/1. We're holding the line on the left. I'm just going to hold the line over here. But Martin, this was about pushing, you said. Why are you not pushing? Well, Reds also have a T92E1. And what I didn't want to have happen is that I decided to push on towards that Centurion 7/1. And then the T92E1 would come screaming around the corner and shoot me up the ass. I didn't want that to happen. This is a good thing. The Centurion 7/1, he fired. I decided to go forward just a little bit, maybe get 1 shot into him. And upon realizing that the T92E1 was rolling around on the left, I figured I should try and push on towards that Centurion 7/1. And I blocked the shot from T92E1. Centurion was trying to do a hash shot. Well, we've won this game. You can see my team, they got the DPM over there. I had just had a few enemy tanks looking my way, and if they're looking at me, then they can't shoot my teammates. If they're shooting me, they can't shoot my teammates. And if you've taken a good look at the hit points that my team was having, this battle is going to be a 5 versus 2 while I shoot this T92E1 up the ass with HE. I did hit him, he did not hit me. And I'm just going to side flip off this rock now. Just a little bit, give him the tracks, and yes, there we go. Repair, 560 blocked again. And then we're going to drop down and shoot him just once more. And this is a 7 versus 2 win. But it wasn't as easy a win as you could figure from the kills done. But I held the line. I held the line by just going forward, by making a little bit of a small push and then somewhat holding, and end up in not top XP but top damage. As you can see, the IS-7 gets some more XP because he gets a Redley Walters medal. But I've done 3.5k damage. He's done 3k. This was a good game. And if you want to win, if you want to be victorious in World of Tanks Blitz, then you have to figure out what is happening, and you can only do that by playing. Basically, there's people ask me, well, I'm a new player, I want to get all the tips to win, to get really good. Well, to get good, you have to play. To get good, you have to lose from time to time. You have to lose your hit points, you have to get shot, you have to do great mistakes, and then you start thinking, oh god, this was terrible. Yeah, but well, if you do stupid stuff, then don't do it again. And talking about stupid stuff, I wanted to go towards A cap. And upon this moment, Reds are capturing A, hold base A, I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna push forward. Why is that? Reds are capturing A. There can only be one tank that quick towards A cap, and that tank has to be the T-92E1. And what tank then pops up? Hello, T-92E1. I shoot him, I track him, and I'm going to move forward just a little bit. I had positioned myself so that I could go behind these little train cars over there, and then I see the lurber rolling in, and we have our T-92E1 as well moving in, and that means that we can clear the red light tank. But take a look again at the minimap. Are you seeing what is happening? We've got 3 heavy tanks on D, we've got 3 tanks in front of us, all red tanks have been spotted. The WZ is over here, the 120, the Jagdtiger is over here, and we've got the AT-15 somewhere knocking about as well. 3 tanks are on this flank. But on this side, near D, Reds have captured D. Here's all the enemy. Here are all the enemy tanks. The Glacial is running away for dear life against the IS-2. And then we have the IS-5 over here and the Tiger 2. 1, 2, 3 red tanks versus 1 green. That is not going to work well. Well, the AT-15 of Reds is in a bit of a, well, not so useful situation, not in a useful position. He hasn't got shots on the Glacial, he hasn't got shots on me. I can put a good shot into the WZ-120, and I can do that because I'm map aware. I know that shot, that line of sight would open up. And what I'm going to do here is push forward just a little bit and then stop. Alright, out of sniper mode, just keeping an eye out on the Jagdtiger. He knows I'm coming, he's not turning around towards his T-44. I am spotted still, I'm just going to sit here and then shoot him once more. Then our T-44 should be able to finish off. We've got A captured, all well and good. And I'm looking again at the Jagdtiger thinking, 54. We should go down any second now, but T-69 is cleared by the IS-2. And this is lucky. The Jagdtiger misses me, but he's finally taken out by a lurber on our team. And what are we going to do now? Well, I'm going to tell you. We're going to chill. And why is that? Well, we've got a WZ still over here. He's hull down. HE splash, but he's still down. I can't really just poke out and aim at him. He will shoot me. This AT-15 is over here. He's unspotted, but he is over there. And the Reds are again, they have been doing it already, they are pushing this flank. I'm getting chased from the back by an IS-5. And I do not want that. So, I reload, I wait for the AT-15 to pop, aim, quickly, shoot him, and then keep moving forward. IS-8 shoots, yes, there we go, IS-5 behind me, IS-2 behind me, the Tiger 2 is behind me. Take a look again at the minimap. We're basically revolving around each other. Reds have pushed one flank, we're pushing the other flank, but there are times like this where you have to push, you have to go to another position, and then go from one spot where you can reload towards the next one. And I am pushing that T-44 a bit indeed, but I wanted him to stop, I wanted him to survive, because, well, if he's there, then he can soak up the hits for me. I'm going to shoot the IS-5 and now only damage his tracks, obviously, because it's a Russian tier 8 tank, and even if you shoot him straight through the drive wheel, you will not penetrate his armor. And the T-44 is doing the wrong thing. He's reloading behind the house and then goes forward in front of the Tiger 2, which I can then shoot because I think I've just fired. And I'm going to block this T-44. I'm going to stay here, tell him, mate, do not do anything, hold position, we've got this. I'm going to clear the IS-5, shoot him through the drive wheel, through the rear drive wheel, Gegner zerstört, and the Tiger 2 kills the Lurber, and then the IS-8 clears the Tiger 2. And I've done 5k damage. And I've aced the waffle, finally. High caliber as well, as you can see, 3 kills. Shout out to the rest of the team, especially the Lurber. 1300 damage only, but 2 kills. Our team just kept moving around. The T-92E1 on Reds, that was the guy who went forward just a little bit too quickly, and he died. And I've mentioned that before. If there are no red tanks spotted, just hold your horses. Just wait a little bit. Just try to figure out what's happening. Do not throw away your hit points. It's just stupid. If there's no red tank spotted, just wait. wait a little bit until the R spot. Don't stay at spawn, but don't push beyond the middle line. And David, who asked me, well, Martin, can you make a video about pushing? He knows how it's done. And he's going to show us exactly how. He's platooned up with Paul, as you can see in the Tiger 2, and he's in the WZ 110, the 110, Chinese Tier 8 heavy tank, the Heavium. And they've agreed already to go forward onto the bridge pretty quickly. You can go hold down behind this bridge. They are going to push aggressively against the ISP, against the Tiger 2, and against the Lurler. And why is that? Well, they kind of figured we've got a Foch as a tank destroyer. We might be able to push aggressively and then hopefully catch the 3 red heavy tanks by surprise. And oh my god, they are succeeding in that, as you can see. Paul, in the meantime, has taken the brunt of the shots from Reds, and then David is going to move forward and take the shot as well. And they realize they have to clear the Tiger now, they have to clear the IS-3. Take a look again at the minimap. 4 versus 2 on the other flank. That means they have numerical advantage over here. They're going to clear the Tiger. They have cleared the Tiger. They are going to clear the IS-3 now. Yes, shoot him once and through the front. There we go. But Reds have won the other flank. And it's 4 versus 4 now. It is 4 versus 4. But Reds are in a bit of a pack. And if you've been taking a look at the minimap, then you might have seen already that the main threat of the enemy team is this guy, the T92E1, and he was already spotted going towards that direction. He will probably want to go over here, stay here, load a shell, load an ATGM, and then shoot. The rest of the Reds are still over here. We've got a Centurion, we've got a Standard B, and we've got a Patton. And these 2 tanks, the Standard B and the Patton, these are the ones you will want to take out. The Standard B for being that auto-reloading tank. The Patton has got good DPM. The Centurion, less of a problem. It still might be a problem, but less of a problem. Especially less of a problem compared to this Standard B with the auto-reloading mechanism. That can really put a hurting on any of the tanks over here. Tiger, Paul, his platoon mate, he is in, well, not to say in distress. He is a 1 clip to the Standard B. The Foch is a bit lowish on health, and you can see that David is taking a look. And he's going to spot the Standard B on the left. There it is, yes. But they have agreed to keep going forward because they figured out that the Patton is alone, or maybe together with the Centurion. Yes, they are together with the Centurion. Shoot him once. 1, 2, 3 guns versus 2. Guess who will win? That's of course going to be the 4 guns. And then the Patton is going to get shot. Yes, there it is, by the Foch. He wants to keep going, but they keep pushing relentlessly. Just try to clear the Standard B now. And of course, a heavy tank gets knocked down by some sheds. So that's how the game works. Have that 525 up the ass. Standard B is not going to get shot by the Tiger. He has a damaged ammo rack or dead loader. He repairs the ammo rack or use the loader. Nice HE shot again through the side. And then all is going to clear the Standard B. And this is pushing. Just keep going. And you can't do this last thing that Paul and David have shown us here if you are not map aware. They just kept rolling in. They isolated a few tanks. The T92E1 was trying to go away. The Patton got spotted a little bit too early. Same goes for the Standard B. And these tanks tried to push as well. But they decided to do it with 2 tanks versus 4. And if you have 2 tanks versus 4, you will lose. Greens, being led by Paul and David, had 4 tanks versus 2. And if you can do that, if you keep pushing, even teammates that are not that experienced will probably, they will follow you. They will see tanks pushing in, and then they go, oh, this is our chance, this is our chance to get eternal glory and win a game. And they will keep going together with you. And you can see that David gets a great ace game as well. A Top Gun, crucial contribution. What is the other one? Crucial, and this is Brothers in Arms because they have both survived. They've cleared the red team basically. And the Kampfpanzer, only 1 kill. But he cleared the tank, so that does help. And you can see that if you push, if you get more guns onto the Reds than they can muster, if you can get the DPM to work, then you will win games. Yeah, easy as that. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you, David, for sending this replay in. I hope I've explained it well enough for you to be able to put this into your gameplay as well. My name is martindogger. I'll catch you all on the next video. Cheers and happy tanking!